So, what am I saying here? The 12 tribes card is ethnic idolatry, people. That's what it is. Plain and simple. I'm laying out the foundation. Okay. It's not, it replaces the gospel of grace with the gospel of race. Let me say this. Let me say this as loud as I can say it. We're saved by grace, not by race. Okay. We are saved by grace, not by race. Y'all talking about having an awakening. Y'all need to have an awakening to the Lord Jesus Christ and what he did on the cross. That's what you need to have an awakening of. You understand what I'm saying?
So yeah, go ahead and read the Bible. Jesus covered, he has covered the multitude of sins for us. He is the ultimate sacrifice. He is it.
Yeah.
Everything points to him, which was very different for me because as a Hebrew Israelite, I haven't heard other Hebrew Israelites say that. So he encouraged people to read Paul's letters. Now, mind you, this is someone who identified as Christian, identified as Christian, never read the Bible when I was in school. I couldn't tell you anything, couldn't even articulate the gospel accurately, and went to Hebrew Israelites and started off in Genesis. So what's the New Testament to you? I can't tell you anything about Paul's letters. So from that, my husband and I, my husband did read the whole Bible, but when you're a Hebrew Israelite, it does something to your brain. Like any cult identity, it rewires your brain. It rewires the way you think. Sincerely, like psychology is so important.
One time I pissed off a Hebrew Israelite.
I'm off of that black power shit, but some of y'all niggas be doing the most. Be taking shit way too goddamn far. I held the door for this white lady coming out the store. One of them Hebrew Israelite niggas seen that shit and almost lost his goddamn mind. I knew it was gonna be some bullshit because he started off the conversation, my brother. Do you subconsciously know what you just done? Shit, I'm thinking to myself, hell shit, what I did, I wanna know. You just subconsciously invited that cave woman into the sacred temple of Yahshua. Nigga, who? You holding that door open for that white woman subconsciously lets her know that your mind, body, and spirits is open to her and anything that she's willing to offer you, my brother. Me, my dumb ass over there like, word. Yeah, man, the nigga went on for about 30, 40 minutes, bro. Had me feeling bad, questioning myself about some shit I ain't even know I fucking did. So once the nigga got done going off on the nigga, he gonna try to sell me a brochure and shit. I asked him how much it cost. This nigga gonna tell me $35. I said, shit, I'll meet that nigga in prison like the rest of y'all niggas do.
You know something is going on when we have everybody coming against each other in the name of the Lord. We have the Hebrew Israelites going to Pastor Philip Anthony's church in the name of the Lord, insulting people in the name of the Lord, spewing hate out their mouth, throwing scriptures every other way. And I feel the tension. And that's not it. It's so much more going on where it's like everybody's coming in the name of the Lord, but they're coming against each other. Y'all, we have to be careful to watch people by their fruit. For by the fruit, you know somebody, who they are. Anybody can tell you, oh, damn, I'm a child of God. I know God. I love God. But we know from the Bible that not everybody that says that is a child of God. They don't know God. Everybody don't have the Spirit on them. This is just another sign of the end times. It's a lot going on. We got to be aware. We got to be mindful.
I will bring you back to the land of Israel, and then you, my people, will know that I am the Lord. I will open your graves and bring you up from them. I will put my spirit in you, and you will live and settle in your own land. Yes. Receive that prophetically, magically. Yes. And I'm going to stop now. Yes? Yes. Peace be unto you.
Wow. So amazing. So beautiful. So beautiful.
On the rock.
Look at the family. Yes.
Beautiful scene, huh?
Strength. Pure strength. Pure unity. Pure strength. This is what community look like. Imagine us ushering into promised land. I got new magic. Bro, Rich done did magic. He done did magic. Look at this. Look at this magic. Black magic. Black magic. Let's be clear.
Don't tell them all, Blue.
Everybody already know what we about whenever we come around. Scriptures like the new J's, how the people lining up when they coming out. My ock letting off the precepts like a 50 cal with 100 rounds. So if any demon try to sneak in and set up a stronghold, we gon' gun them down. And the savior like a new mayor, he finna run the town. Ain't it funny how it's coming down the rain? Gonna be like a heavy rain when it's coming down. Ain't he showing up unannounced? The clock is ticking, time is running out. It's only one way, making evil ones run away like a plane when it's on the ground. We know Satan on the prowl. You're shy of the big dog, he just puppy child in attack mode. And we arm strong like Satchmo when the trumpet sound. I ride the beat like a hover round, and I swing my Bible like a sword unsheathed. You would think the enemy had a beak and some webbed feet, how he ducking down. The curses shall be for a sign and a wonder to God's people trying to be in that number. Waking them up, now we dropping that heat, now we got a buzz like a bee in the summer. Beating the sheep who hunger, it was heard as it were, the noise of a thunder. When the Lamb opened one of the seals, the cords of the wicked shall be cut asunder. I was living like a sluggard, the Father woke me out of slumber and provided me a cover. Yeshaya, that's my big brother, skin like unto umber, with woolly hair, white teeth, and red eyes, no Scott Summers. Trying to fight against him, I wish a demon would, not lumber. I had to make some confessions like Usher and flip modes. Man, I was a buster. Now I'm trying to stack my treasures in heaven like ceramic plates when they in the cupboard. Long as I breathe, I can never leave, cause the Father pulled me out of the gutter. If and when I fall, I pray I bounce back like flubber. Everybody already know what we about whenever we come around. Scriptures like the new J's, how the people lining up when they coming out. My ock letting off the precepts like a 50 cal with 100 rounds. So if any demon try to sneak in and set up a stronghold, we gon' gun them down.
All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS. Shalom to the hopefully elect. This video is going to be entitled Hebrew Israelite Gainsayers Continue to Multiply. Hebrew Israelite Gainsayers Continue to Multiply. Hashtag rebellion. He was rebellion. And those brothers that said it, no, you know what that meant when I said that. All right. Anyway, another video, another collage. Still many more Hebrews like gainsayers, mockers, scoffers, right? Walking after their own lusts, accusers, false accusers coming forward. So I'm going to go, do a little something. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same stuff. You recognize the 4 distinct faces on the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail, easily created. All right. And it's just 4 of the featured gainsayers. And then you had 2 acts of rebellion, and we're going to show you those, and we're going to go into it and tell you what it's all about. Now, before we do any of that, let's go to the word gainsayer, right? And this is from AI overview from Google. A gainsayer is someone who contradicts, denies, or opposes something that has been said or alleged. In essence, a gainsayer is a person who argues against something or someone. And in our particular case, these individuals have arguments against the Hebrew Israelites. They're gainsaying our faith. It says the term can also refer to someone who is argumentative or disagreeable. In this case, these individuals are all those things. It says here's a more detailed breakdown. Contradicts. A gainsayer actively disputes or denies a statement or claim. Opposes. They might express disagreement or resistance to an idea, argument, or opposition, which you got this one guy, Jim Green, the second dude, right? He has a channel on TikTok called In Context with Jim Green. He opposes the idea that we are the Hebrew Israelites, okay? He opposes that. He contradicts, and he opposes it, but he definitely contradicts that statement. He also opposes it, as the rest of them, they all oppose it. It says they might express disagreement or resistance to an idea, argument, or position. Denies. A gainsayer might reject or refuse to accept something as true or valid. Argumentative / disagreeable. The term can also be used to describe someone who is habitually argumentative or prone to opposition. The word gainsay itself means to deny or contradict. Therefore, a gainsayer is someone who engages in this act of contradicting or denying. When you go a little further, what is a gainsayer in the Bible? Listen to this. It says in the Bible, gainsayers refers to individuals who contradict, oppose, or speak against something Listen, particularly divine truth are the teachings of the Most High's messengers. And who are the messengers? The prophets. They are essentially people who resist or challenge established beliefs and authority, often in matters of faith and doctrine. Man. And I mean, you can look it up and go into it in your own time. Down here, it gives an example. The term is used in various passages, such as Titus 1 and 9, where Paul instructs Titus to hold firmly to the trustworthy message and refute those who oppose it. Just like now with us. Okay? So before we read the scripture, let's kind of go over what we saw in the collage, because I put together another little collage. 6 minutes, 47 seconds. This first person is Jim Green. Right? And if you look right here, this channel, you can see it right here at the bottom. In context with Jim Green. Now, this dude that, he's an Esau lover, man. Okay? And he keeps trying to find what these Christians are doing, trying to find various ways and putting labels on what we're doing. This particular video, this snippet that he said that we're guilty of. See what I'm saying here? The 12 tribes chart is ethnic idolatry. Stop right there. He said we're guilty of ethnic idolatry. And he said we replaced the gospel of grace with the gospel of race, which that's completely off. Okay? It's completely off. He's trying to, and this is what they do. These Christians spend hours and hours trying to find things to trump us on, trump up charges on us. They're saying that we replaced the gospel of grace with the gospel of race. And he doesn't understand they're the same thing. The gospel of grace is only for the Israelites to begin with. He doesn't understand the scriptures whatsoever. He said that the 12 tribe sign is ethnic idolatry. That's why you got a bunch of people saying you guys worship your heritage. You worship your skin color. No, the fuck we don't, man. Okay? He acted as if Ezekiel 37 ain't in the Bible, where the Lord told us, to get planks of wood and write the names of the Israelites on it. Let's go there real quick. Yeah, you know what? Let's continue on. Then we'll go there, Lord willing. We go piece by piece. Right? So you can see what that dude is about. He's full of shit. All right. The next person that's in there, you also saw this woman here talking from the standpoint. This really burns me up. People who were formerly supposed to be Hebrew Israelites, they say that they never knew the Bible to begin with, right? They only know the Israelite group that they was part of, but then they turn and say the Hebrew Israelites, like as a whole. She began to talk about the Savior, how he died for a multitude of our sins and this and that, but she never learned that when she was a Hebrew Israelite. They tell that lie often, that we focus on the Old Testament. She never knew about Paul's letters. That's your fucking problem. You never knew about Paul's letters because of the nigga that you with. That nigga is bugged out. And he was probably an Old Testament only Israelite. Now you've discovered Paul's letters. Now all of a sudden all the Israelites are wrong. Just niggas going backwards, man. And these people, as I'll use a phrase that the elder brother Yatazak from GMS Dallas, Elder Yatazak said, these niggas are on fire backwards. They're on fire for the truth, but they're going the wrong way. They're going backwards. You used to be in the truth. You fell out. And then she made a statement that the Hebrew Israelites that understand, it twists your mind up. Let's see here. She said, my husband read the Bible, blah, blah, blah. The Hebrew Israelite, she said the Hebrew Israelite, when you become a Hebrew Israelite, it does something to your brain. It rewires you to the way you think. Something like that. Anyway, moving on. So she's a Gainsayer, right? Talking about the psychology. This dude right here, he just fucking lying. That time I pissed off a Hebrew Israelite. This nigga talking about he was coming out the store and the Israelite rolled up on him and said, my brother. Now, all that was well and good, but then he proceeded to say, and oh, by the way, when you go to his video, I took a screenshot of his description. He's talking about IUIC because down at the bottom he says, Hebrew Israelites, aka Purple Skirt Mafia. So you're talking about IUIC. So he was talking about, he came out of the store and the Hebrew Israelite approached him and tried to hand him a pamphlet or some shit. And then he opened the door. Oh, this is what he said. Opened the door for a white lady. And this dude began to go on for like 30 minutes, giving him a speech and all this shit. Then talking about, You stepping all over the kingdom of Yahshua or some shit. Now, anybody that know IUIC knows that they don't call the Messiah Yahshua. Then he said they tried to sell him a pamphlet. He lying his ass off. Ain't nobody tried to sell you no pamphlet for no $35, nigga. You see? But what Jake is doing, they marketing themselves, making them these fucking lies. This nigga's a false witness with his bad skin. Look at his face at the top, right there above his eyebrow. What's going on with this nigga face, man? You see? These niggas is wicked. False witnesses. Then after him, what did you have? Let's see here. Bear with me here. This little crazy individual here, she was upset still about the whole IUIC and the 2819 church, and she just talking about everybody coming against one another in the name of God or something, in the name of the Lord. That's what she said. Excuse me. You guys are. Then she tried to blame the same stuff. They cursing in the name of the Lord. They talking bad about people in the name of the Lord. All this different stuff. She just doesn't understand. She just knows she's offended because she's a black American and she's heard the gospel of the fact that she got to stop doing all that wickedness and she doesn't want to do it. That's what these people do. They get mad when they hear the real truth coming out. Then they make these videos to mark themselves. You see? Gainsayers all around. And she said some other stuff too. Then this right here, this wouldn't fall in the category of gainsaying, but this shit is out of order. This is your rebellion. First off, a group of niggas, and I'm going to call you that, people who know they're Israelites, gathered together on the top of Stone Mountain, Georgia. They started out rebellion to begin with, rebellious, because you got a woman reading scriptures. She reading the scriptures like she, like she breaking something down, bringing it out, reading Ezekiel 37, I will gather you, as my people. Then it's showing all these different crazy Israelites from different congregations with different doctrines trying to unite together. You got niggas out there with no shirt on, niggas with long hair, loose women, a woman trying to teach, they clapping. See, Jake would do anything to get that fucking woman in there. Excuse me. Then you see these niggas walking up the mountain like they doing something positive. They united together under the banner of what? On the banner of unity, but they all got different doctrines. And they're not really true believers because, like I said, you got rebellious women, men with long hair. Some of them got no shirt on. One of the brothers put up an image of one of the niggas had that red, green, and black flag. Then here you see this girl here got a shirt on, my ancestors on her. Look at her nipples. Nipples bulging through the damn shirt. So obviously she doesn't have on a bra. Why are you doing that? You see what kind of shit Jake does? And I told my wife, she seen it and she said, well, that's powerful, them coming together, and at least they ain't hurt nobody. And I said, for all you know, these niggas might get together and do a gigantic orgy after this. Because that's what Jake is about. Jake is weird. Weird, rebellious people. None of the prophets of the Lord out there. They coming together. You hear them talking about black magic. And I know what they meant. They meant this is magical. Don't forget to put the black. Yeah, no Latinos, no Native Americans out there. Nothing about the 10 tribes. Nobody reading the Bible, breaking down the word of the Lord or nothing. They just got together and decided to go up the damn mountain. These would be the same niggas that want to get together and think they're going to leave the country all on their own. Meanwhile, the ministry of the prophets being taught. And where are they? No support. Where the fuck is these people at when we need support? You see? Nobody's supporting the prophets of the Lord. Now I don't mean monetarily. They learned they was Israelites through the ministry of the prophets. Now look at them trying to do what they want to do without the prophets. That means the Lord's not there. Rebellion. Then finally, you see this guy right here. You might think, hey, I'm going to give it up. The song was dope. The music is dope. His lyrics is dope. Even some of the clothes is dope. But you going off, Jake. Number one, you got long hair. Number two, you talking about, number one, you call him the wrong name. You call the Savior Yeshua. That ain't his name. His name is Yahweh Shai. You see? Number two, you got damn long hair. Right? Number three, rap is not part of the ministry. It's not part of the ministry. It's not part of the ministry. Okay? And this is rebellion. Jake keep trying to put hip hop as part of the truth. It's not part of the truth. Nothing wrong with rapping in your free time. If you would put this video up and didn't have nothing to do with nothing to do with the ministry trying to include it, fine. But if you believe that this is your contribution to the truth, you are sadly mistaken. The Lord, and I'm going to go right to that because I always bring this out. The Lord didn't call nobody. He didn't raise with no men. In these last days, while the ministry of the prophets going on and prophecy jumping off, for you to be making no fucking songs, man. Bottom line. Ephesians, is it 4? Let's go there. Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 11. And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach. You see that? Do you see rappers there? Musicians? How about those that can paint nice images? What about Hebrews like grill makers? What about Hebrews like wrestlers? Did you see that there? No. Hebrews like graffiti artists. It's not there. Focus on what the Lord gave us. The ministry is for teaching and preaching. Not for propping yourself up. Not for trying to get likes and views. Not for trying to make yourself, you just look like the world. You got the fringes on, okay, cool. But you got long hair down your damn back. You didn't know that was going off? You didn't know having long hair was going off? Of course you did. You just didn't give a shit because you wanted to try to do it your way. It says, till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of a Mashiach, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. But speaking the truth in love, may grow up into him in all things which is the head, even Hamashiach. For from the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part, maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love. You're not going to get any edification out of seeing niggas talk about how they bars is, how the brother bringing out precepts like it's I forget how he said, how the Father pulled you out of the gutter. He did this, he did that, so your people can see how good your flow is. You're in a hallway with all gold in the background. You got the gold fringes, the shoes with the white and gold in the shoes. No, man, that's not it. That's not it. This truth is about teaching and preaching the gospel. Now, I'm going to bring a couple of scriptures out here. Let's get them. Because these people are gainsayers. Now, that what you saw them last two clips, that's your rebellion right there. So this is Titus chapter 1, verse 6. It says, if any be blameless, the husband of one wife, having faithful children, not accused of riot or unruly. For a bishop must be blameless. Now, remember, when it said one wife, that's talking about bishops. Why? Because a bishop is an important position in the ministry, and you ain't got time for a whole bunch of women. But it's not breaking the law if a man have more than one wife. For a bishop must be blameless as the steward of the Most High, not self-willed, not soon angry, not given to wine, no striker, not given to filthy lucre, but a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, sober, just, holy, temperate. If you want to know what these words mean, you got to look them up. Get into it and study. Study to show thyself approved, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. That's for you. Verse 9, holding fast the faithful word, as he have been taught, that he may be able by sound doctrine both to exhort and to convince the gainsayers. Let's look up gainsayers right here. To convince the gainsayers. And look, for the majority of the people are not going to be convinced. Okay? The word in the Greek is antilego. Speak against, deny, contradict, gainsay. To speak against, gainsay, contradict. To oppose oneself to one, decline to obey him, declare oneself against him, refuse to have anything to do with him, to dispute. Every one of these Israelites, if you would ask them, they would dispute it. They would dispute what we're saying. Refuse, answer again, contradict, deny, gainsay, speak against. So when you gainsaying, you're speaking against something. And every one of these individuals, this dude definitely would speak against. He's speaking against the Hebrew Israelite ministry. This next chick, she spoke against. She's a damn gainsayer. Talking about when now she's a Christian. So first, I don't know what the fuck she thought she was before, but you can see a little dumb chocolate ass head wrap on. You can still see. What's the purpose of wearing a head wrap if I can still see your hair? Why would you do that? These women are, man, I'm telling you, bro, brothers and sisters, these people are fucking rebellious. You know, you put that on to cover your hair. If I can still see your hair, why you got it on? What's the whole point? Maybe I'm wrong. Just going off, man. Off in every way. Right? This dude here is a liar, telling lies, trying to have a story to tell. These people are coming up with all kinds of shit. He's a gainssayer. A bitch-ass gainssayer. Definitely. To the max. She's a gainssayer. She's in love with a Christian church. Little weak backspinning. Every one of these niggas here. Elder Yashwama made a good point. He said, ask them to break down John 3:16. I bet you they can't do it. They'll say, no, brother, salvation is for all. These are a bunch of Yahs, Yisraels, Yasserel, whatever the niggas be saying. Yisrael. Got a woman opening up, you know. Niggas is rebellious, man. And it's a bunch of, they all know they're Israelite, but they also got out there that element of black consciousness too. Just uniting together with different doctrines, going against the Lord. Off. Fucking off, man. Through. Nobody out there got a street ministry. Nobody out there making videos actively. A ministry like, you know, one of the prophets. Them fucking women, man. They gonna get a lot of you niggas killed. Them fucking women, man. And of course, you know about the music at the end. Jake got the music demon on him, man. Now, we got brothers that make videos and songs and stuff. Not videos. Brothers that make songs and make music and stuff. The world don't need to know about that, man. That's if it's a hobby, if you love making music so much, why not just make it for yourself and just be like, yeah, you know, I was flowing. That's my dedication to the Lord, but that's a private thing. Why you got to put it on TikTok for the world to see? Because you want that worldly shine. That's why you're doing it, man. And you calling them the wrong name anyway. Dumb niggas. So that's it for that word, gainsay, right there. Now let's read Luke 21:14. And I know all you little different Israelites that like to unite, that think this thing is for all the different Israelites all around the world. Don't matter what doctrine you got. Fuck you at the end of the day. You ain't subscribed to the 100% truth. Don't bring your ass around us. If you ain't calling on Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, don't bring your ass around us. Unless you're trying to learn, you sincerely want to learn, and you're going to listen to what we say. The Lord didn't send you. He sent us to warn you, to teach you, not the other way around. It's really, it's anger worthy, man. It's angering to see how these damn different Israelites, now that they woke up to the truth, here we've been waiting on their black ass to wake up for years and years and years. Now they finally woke up. Now they on some shit like, we got it from here. We don't need y'all prophets. Man, the Lord gonna fuck you niggas up. And you, especially you damn loudmouth women. Like I said, men out there with long hair, rebellious women out there loose, right? Men out there with you know, no type of sense of dignity, what this truth is really about. And you niggas really think you're gonna get together and you're gonna get on boats and you're gonna go back to the Holy Land. That's gonna be funny. That's gonna be funny. We read them clips, read the news clippings about you, how the boats capsized and a multitude of you niggas in the sea drowned it. Luke 21:14. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what you shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. What does the word gainsay mean here if we look it up? Let me bring the pronunciation.
Strong's G 471. Antipon.
The word is antipon. To speak against, gainsay. To refute or deny, gainsay, say against. And I bet you, I'm willing to bet you any amount of money, the majority of these people out here are against the camps, against the brothers. This nigga here with no shirt on, jumping from rock to rock. Fucking monkeys. Tired of you nigga. Look at her, my ancestors. Fuck you talking about? Who are your ask her who her ancestors were. All the black people. All the black people. Dumb niggas. Fucking tired of you, Jake. Why you calling your people niggas, brother? We've been in oppression over 500 years. The slave master calling us nigga. Now you gonna use them Gentiles? Shut up, nigga. Shut your fucking ass up. You niggas talk too much, man. You talk entirely too much. You doing too much. But that's what happens. You don't have the real truth. You don't have leaders. You got a woman so-called leading you. See where that's going to wind up. Luke 21:15, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries should not be able to gainsay nor resist. And you shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. That's what's on the way. Serious persecution, right? Family turning against you and all of that, and you niggas is worrying about your emotions and your feelings. We can see that the Lord, I just did a lesson earlier, the live stream. The table is set for a feast of judgment. And you got these different simple ass Christians like Jim Green. You got a simple ass on again, off again, fake ass Hebrew Israelites. Then next minute they Christians, then they Israelites again. You notice a lot of these jakes, they'll say they used to be Christian, then they woke up to the fact they're Israelites, then they fall out of the truth. They don't go back to Christianity because it's really not, just to be in between. They them limbo Israelites. You in limbo. You don't really have no real belief system, but you know Christianity not the way. And the camps, you was offended by the camps. So therefore, you going to just be on your own. Yeah. Then you got this nigga here, just an unbelieving. This nigga here don't believe in nothing. He don't believe in shit. Why you making a video about the Hebrew Israelites? You don't even believe in nothing. What difference do it make to you, man? Just go roll your weed, sell your dope, do whatever you do. And we're going to read about you in the paper, man. Because we already know how your life going to pretty much end. How your shit going to go. You're going to be in the hood. You're going to play dice. You're going to have a dispute. Either you're going to get pulled over by the cops, you're going to do too much, two in the dome, or you and the niggas going to get in an argument over the damn dice game, and then you're going to get it that way. Or you're going to wind up in jail on some other shit. Do you think we're going to pray for you? We ain't going to pray for you, cuz. We're not going to pray for any of you people out there. And that's scriptural, by the way. Because Jake don't really like the scriptures. Can I prove that? Yeah, pray not for this people. What does it say? Jeremiah 14:11. Then said the Lord unto me, pray not for this people for their good. Jeremiah 7:16. Pray, therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession for me, for I will not hear thee. Jeremiah 11:14. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry for or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. The Lord said, don't pray for them. Now, just real quick here, to show you how stupid these Christians are, this is maddening. This guy asks as if the 12 tribe sign is not in the scriptures. We just made it up. Let's listen.
What am I saying here? The 12 tribes card is ethnic idolatry, people. That's what it is. Plain and simple. I'm laying out the foundation. Okay, it replaces the gospel of grace with the gospel of race.
No, you think that because you think that the gospel is for everybody on the planet, and then when we say the gospel is only for Israel, you're accusing us of having ethnic idolatry because we're only worrying about these people. Well, that's what the Lord said, man. And when you go to Ezekiel 37, the 12 tribe sign is there. Let's go there. Ezekiel 37. See, and when you people that don't know the scriptures, when you listen to them dumb Christians, you start believing that shit. Ezekiel 37:15, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it. Did you hear that? For Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it. For Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions. So if you got this thing here, you're going to write on it. What you going to write? Who is Judah and what is his companions? Judah is a tribe of Israel, the head tribe. His companions in his kingdom, Benjamin and Levi. See that? You're going to have Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Then you're going to write Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for his companions. Who is that? Ephraim is a head tribe of the northern kingdom. Who are his companions? The other tribes, right? From Issachar, Naphtali, right? All those different tribes. Gad, Reuben, Naphtali. You're gonna write those names on the stick, on the stick. Now, when you go into the term here for stick, good Lord, and it's not like we haven't broken this stuff down before. I mean, really, man. Then take another stick. Right? and you go into it, tree, wood, timber, stick, gallows, staff, see, planks down there, stalks. So it's something made out of wood. Now, do we have wooden signs with the 12 tribes on it? Yes. Do we have cardboard with the 12 tribes on it? Was made out of wood? Yes. You see, it's just that easy, man. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Hence wood. See that? God. Let's go back. And join them, verse 17, and join them one to another into one stick, and they should become one in thine hands. So we got all the 12 tribes written on the sign. Right? It's in our hand. It's out there with us when we teaching. And when the children of thy people, who? When the children of thy people, who's this talking to? Ezekiel. Who the Lord sent Ezekiel to? The children of the captivity. Who are the children of the captivity? The Israelites. How many tribes are there? 12. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? When your people come to you and they say, what is this sign talking about? Why you got these names written on there? Say unto them, thus saith the Lord power. Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, right? And the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall become one in mine hand. The same way you holding that 12 tribe sign, explain to the people, one day I'm going to bring all 12 tribes back together, and I'm going to have them in one stick. The same way you got that one sign, I'm going to make them one people. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. And say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. And Israel is known as two nations and two kingdoms, the southern and the northern kingdom. That explains a lot in the scriptures. For those of you that just keeps getting stuck on Cornelius and one of another nation coming into one that is a Jew, you idiots. You idiots. Spiritual idiots. Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places. Did he mention the whole world? Wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them, so shall they be my people, and I will be their God. That's the message you give them. The Lord telling you Israelites, come back, turn back, come on back, come back to the Lord. That's in the Old Testament, brother. That's the Old Testament, brother. Dummy. Dummies, dummies, dummies. Luke 1, verse 68. Let's read it. Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, for he has visited and redeemed his people. Who's his people? Joel 3:16. And it's more scriptures than this. This is a quick one I like to go to. Joel 3:16. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. One people, one people, one people. Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we, right? We, who's the we? Israel, should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant. Who are the fathers? Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. There's other fathers mentioned too, but you always hear those being mentioned. The Most High is known as the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The oath which he sware to our father Abraham, that he would grant it to us, that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life. And thou, child, shalt be called the prophet of the highest, for thou shalt go before the face of the Lord to prepare his ways. Listen, to give knowledge of salvation unto his people by the remission of their sins, through the tender mercy of our God, whereby the day spring from on high hath visited us. Listen, to give light to them that sat in darkness and in the shadow of death, to guide our feet into the way of peace. And the child grew and waxed strong in spirit, and was in the deserts to the day of his showing unto Israel. Now, in this verse 79, to give light to them that sit in darkness. Let's find out who that is. Sat in darkness. Who are the people that sat in darkness? Matthew chapter 4. And I'm going to start here at 13. I'm going to start at 12. Now, when Yahushua had heard that John was cast into prison, he departed into Galilee. And leaving Nazareth, he came and dwelt in Capernaum, which is upon the sea coast, in the borders of Zabulon and Naphtali, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet Isaiah the prophet. That it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, the land of Zabulon and the land of Naphtali by the way of the sea beyond Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles. The people which sat in darkness saw great light. Who's the people that sat in darkness? All these that I told you about. Israelites. The people which sat in darkness saw great light. And to them which sat in the region and shadow of death, light is sprung up. From that time, Yahushua began to preach and to say, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. It's only for the Israelites. It's not. What's this nigga say we guilty of? Let's see it again. I can't remember what this nigga said. Ethnic idolatry. These motherfuckers are creating new things to accuse us of. We're guilty of ethnic idolatry. First off, idolatry is the worship. Let's look up the word idolatry. Can we do that? Let's look that up. See, they can't beat us with regular scriptures. They got to keep bringing up some shit. Let's look up idolatry. 1 Samuel 15:23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Let's look up idolatry here in the Old Testament. What's the word idolatry say? Image, teraphim, idol, idolatry, idols, images, teraphim, family idol. A kind of idol used in household shrine or worship. A healer, teraphim, a family idol. Okay? We don't have any idols. We're not bound down to the shit. All right? We're not bound down to anything. But I know what dude meant. He trying to make us guilty of something. How are we worshiping our heritage when the Lord told us that's what we should do? Acts 17:16. Now while Paul waited for them at Athens, his spirit was stirred in him when he saw the city wholly given to idolatry. Let's see what idolatry in the New Testament says. What's the word here?
Strong's G 2712. Katidolos.
Wholly given to idolatry, full of idols. Utterly idolatrous, wholly given to idolatry. Let's look up idolatry here in Google. Idolatry, the worship of idols. Idol worship, idolization. And people are accusing us of that shit a lot. Y'all say everything Israel, everything about the Israelites. That's what the Lord told us, man. Tell the Israelites about this message. These different people, hey, they a bunch of damn Gainsayers, brothers. Okay, I ain't gonna extend the video no longer. I thought I was gonna go into some more of these people arguments. That's all they are, arguments. That's all they are. You need to avoid, you particularly Israelites out there, you different Israelites, you better avoid this shit. When you get these different memos about these fucking gatherings of these people, there ain't none of the prophets there. The Lord didn't tell them to do this shit. They just different Israelites trying to come together. Look at these dudes. I just caught something. What do these dudes' shirts say? What's this guy's shirt say right here? Atlanta Security and Investigative LLC. What the fuck? See, a lot of this shit is led by some agent provocateurs. They got some other guys. They got some security out there. And you know these guys got, look at them, long hair down their backs. Same crest on their chest. Yeah, man. Watch out with Jake.
I will bring you back.
Jake is fucking wicked, man. This right here might seem like it's nothing wrong. This right here is the same, that golden calf kind of shit. No kind of order, no nothing. Just being out there, just these Israelites, they determined to get together and do what they want to fucking do. This guy no shirt on in the middle, like he in the goddamn jungle. Jake is wicked, man. Go back here. You just pick people out the crowd. Look at this shit. Jay got that looking like a catfish. This guy right here. What the fuck is wrong with his? Look at his eye. Got one eye looking into heaven. Look over here. Woman with a damn mohawk. You know she munch. You're a munch. Look. Just weird. Look at him. Through. This guy here with this. What's wrong with this guy? What kind of amulet is that? Look at him. Goodness, man. You people are desperate for unity. Look at this guy. Look at him. Long hair. Look, you know them lips, them smoker's lips. Look on his shirt. Another man with long. You know he ain't gonna cut that hair. Woo! Man, the Lord gonna do something nasty. All the Gainsayers gonna be destroyed. You rebellious Israelite. This right here is rebellion. See? But the message from the prophets is too rough. They don't like that. They want to do something they want to do. Don't get involved in no shit like this. Don't meet up with them different. That's right there. That's like when Korah, Abiram, and Dathan, they tried to gather believers to themselves. And then they wound up getting fucked up over it. They got destroyed, man. Heed the warning. Don't join the council of Gainsayers. Don't join rebellious Israelites. Look at her. Why we can see all your nipples? Goodness, man. I tell you, it is what it is. The video's done now. That's it. This has been Hebrew Israelite Gainsayers. Continue to multiply. And there's more. There are more than this. Man, I be showing my phone. It's just full with all kinds of stuff. But I came in all 4 of these videos I found today. All 6 of these, I found them today. Just went on TikTok. I hadn't been on there all weekend. Found them 6 videos right away. Bam, 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 bam. I said, I got to just put it together. So that's it. We're going to see you soon with another video, Lord willing. All praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom. Shalom.